Hello, welcome back to Something to Think About. This is the final part of the book of Ecclesiastes, and it's chapter 10 to 12. Let's hear what the preacher is teaching us, and I hope you are learning along with me and or you are reading along for yourself. Continue to read even after we've finished listening to me. Read the book for yourself. Just take the Bible and read, and see what you can learn from it. There's so many things you can learn from it. I certainly enjoyed reading it. Well, I'm enjoying reading it because I'm reading it now. I've been reading it before, so I'm reading it again, and I'll continue reading it. I didn't realize that it is so many nuggets in there, so I'll continue reading it and reading it. Anzi, you only said to know something when you actually can apply it. So until the day I can actually apply what I've read, then I can say I know it. Yeah. So I have to be able to apply it and not overdo, like he was saying. Don't overdo anything because it's wearisome. So let's get reading and find out what the preacher is saying. Dead flies will cause even a bottle of perfume to stink. Yes, a small mistake can outweigh much wisdom and honor. A wise man's heart leads him to do right, and a fool's heart leads him to do evil. You can identify a fool just by the way he walks down the street. If the boss is angry with you, don't quit. A quiet spirit will quiet his bad temper. There is another evil I have seen as I have watched the world go by. A sad situation concerning kings and rulers. For I have seen foolish men given great authority, and wise men not even their rightful place of dignity. I have even seen servants riding while princes walk like servants. Dig a well and fall into it. Demolish an old wall and be bitten by a snake. When working in a quarry, stones will fall and crush you. There is risk in each stroke of your axe. A dull axe requires great strength. Be wise and sharpen the blade. When the horse is stolen, it is too late to lock the barn. It is pleasant to listen to wise words, but a fool's speech brings him to ruin. Since he begins with a foolish premise, his conclusion is sheer madness. A fool knows all about the future and tells everyone in detail, but who can really know what is going to happen? A fool is so upset by a little work that he has no strength for the simplest matter. Woe to the land whose king is a child and whose leader are already drunk in the morning. Happy the land whose king is the nobleman and whose leader work hard before they feast and drink, and then only to strengthen themselves for the task ahead. Laziness lets the roof leak, and soon the rafters begin to rot. A party gives laughter, and wine gives happiness, and money gives everything. Never curse the king, not even in your thoughts, nor the rich man, either, for a little bird will tell them what you have said. Give generously, for your gift will return to you later. Divide your gifts among many, for in the days ahead you yourself may need much help. When the clouds are heavy, the rains come down. When a tree falls where the south or north. The die is cast, for there it lies. If you wait for perfect condition, you will never get anything done. God's ways are as mysterious as the paths of the wind, and as the manner in which man's spirit is infused into the little body of a baby while it is yet in its mother's womb. Keep on sowing your seed, for you never know which will grow. Perhaps it all will. It is a wonderful thing to be alive. If a person lives to be very old, let him rejoice in every day of life. Let him also remember that eternity is far longer, and that everything down here is futile in comparison. Young men, it's wonderful to be young. Enjoy every minute of it. Do all you want to. Take in everything. But realize that you must account to God for everything you do. So banish grief and pain. But remember that youth, with a whole life before it, can make serious mistakes. Don't let the excitement of being young cause you to forget about your Creator. Honor Him in your youth before the evil years come, when you will no longer enjoy living. It will be too late then to try to remember Him, when the sun and light and moon and stars are dim to your old eyes, and there is no silver lining left among your clouds. For there will come a time when your limb will tremble with age, and your strong legs will become weak, and your teeth will be too few to do their work, and there will be blindness too. Then let your lips be tightly closed while eating, when your teeth are gone, and you will waken at dawn with the first note of birds. But you yourself will be deaf and tuneless, with quivering voice. You will be afraid of heights and of falling. A white-haired, withered old man, dragging himself along without sexual desire, standing at death's door and nearing his everlasting home as the mourners go along the street. Yes, remember your Creator now while you are young, before the silver cord of life snaps, and the gold bowl is broken, and the pitcher is broken at the fountain, and the wheel is broken at the cistern, and the dust returns to the earth as it was, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. All is futile, says the preacher, utterly futile. But then, because the preacher was wise, he went on teaching the people all he knew, and he collected proverbs and classified them. For the preacher was not only a wise man, but a good teacher. He not only taught what he knew to the people, but taught them in an interesting manner. The wise man's words are like goats that spur to action. They nail down important truths. Students are wise who master what their teacher tells them. But my son, be warned, there is no end to opinion, ready to be expressed. Studying them can go on forever and become very exhausting. Here is my final conclusion. Fear God and obey His commandments, for this is the entire duty of man. For God will judge us in everything we do, including every hidden thing, good or bad. Wow, wow, wow. Ah, what a good read this has been from the preacher. That's all I can say. And once again, read it for yourself and learn as much as you can from the preacher. That is all from me for now. I hope you found this useful, you found it helpful, you are reading along, you are learning, and you're growing. Remain blessed and continue to be victorious.